everyone, today I've got your Annabelle Creation movie review. After tragedy strikes for one doll maker and his wife, they allow a nun and orphaned girls to stay in their home. Once a doll is found, things get dark fast. As far as the story goes, David F. Sandberg directs this prequel to Annabelle, where we see how the story of this demonic doll began. I was a slight fan of the first Annabelle movie when it first came out, and then I've been recently seeing it a few times, and I've been slowly starting to re-like it again, and I've enjoyed it more each time I've been watching it. And then this movie I found to be 10 times better than the first movie was. I really felt more scared by watching this movie and just seeing the difference in technique when it comes to filmmaking. How much more dark this movie seemed. You really get a sense of the direction that they're taking this movie in, especially when you have more people involved in this movie, and when it really does focus a lot on these girls, or maybe even one or two in particular. It almost feels as though I'm watching The Conjuring, because, you know, that movie had a lot of girls in that movie, and then the same thing happening where there's demonic possessions and some evil presence lurking in the house. This one family's daughter died, then all of a sudden all this stuff starts to happen, and then fast forward to where all these girls come in, and then this evil just resurfaces, and you get to see all of that happening all over again. So it gets really crazy. As far as the casting goes, you've got Miranda Otto, who plays the mother and the wife in this movie, and although she doesn't have as many scenes in this movie as I might have liked, the scenes that she was in I found to be almost really creepy, because I know how great of an actress she is, so I know like she could definitely pull it off. And I was really surprised at some of the things that I had seen and some of the big reveals, the things I won't spoil, but it was just really cool. The girls in this movie, we've got Tabitha Bateman. You know, she plays a pivotal role in this movie, and definitely one of the bigger roles in this film, and you know, I found her to be you know, pretty cool as well in this movie, especially when she's got to put up with you know, being a handicapped character, as well as the one who is experiencing most of these evil entities, and finding the Annabelle doll I thought was just really crazy. And then of course Lulu Wilson's also in this movie, who we've also seen in Ouija Origin of Evil, so we know that she can definitely pull off any kind of role in a horror film, and just anybody else in this movie really pulled off a decent cast ensemble. So the things that I liked about this movie was that there were quite a few jump scares. I literally wanted to shout at the screen quite a few times because of some of the things that were going on. It almost felt like I didn't want any of the lights out, and ironically that's another movie that David F. Sandberg directed, which I also enjoyed. Seeing just all these little things that really, like, you know, sends a chill down my spine, and it's one of the reasons why I love horror movies, because when you get that feeling, you know it's the right kind of feeling you should get when you see scary things happening on screen, and it's not like really cheesy or your typical jump scares. It's really things that I was not expecting. When I was on the edge of my seat, I really just wanted to hide as well, because of some of the things that were going on. And even the last hour, I would say, of this film was just pretty insane to watch. There are like things that pop out that you don't expect to pop out, or you think something's gonna happen and then it, you know, it either does or it doesn't. It was really cool how they did have links to the first Annabelle movie. It's sort of having these two films connect because this is a prequel to Annabelle, and it's those subtle nuances that just really made this movie much more enjoyable to watch than the first movie. But unfortunately, the things that I didn't really like about this movie was that there were some parts in the beginning and the middle that weren't as interesting to watch, and I don't think I wasn't bored per se to watch it, but I think it was just very slow moving at times, or things that I was just thinking, okay, we don't have to start the scary parts right away, but just like, let's hurry it up because it needed to happen at some point. So overall, I would say that Annabelle Creation was a pretty good outing of a horror film. I'm really glad that I got to see it and definitely enjoyed it much more than I expected, and I feel like that's saying a lot for me. So I would recommend seeing this movie to anyone who was a fan of the first Annabelle movie. Should definitely see this. I think it was another good horror film this year. So I would give this 4 hearts on the heart rate scale. So let me know in the comments what you guys thought of Annabelle Creation. And as always, you guys can subscribe to my channel. I've got more movie reviews, movie updates, come every week for a Trail Thursday video. You guys can also like me on Facebook and follow me on Twitter, and I will see you guys later.